Mason Greenwood could be leaving Europe altogether, with Manchester United reportedly set to receive a bid they can't refuse from Saudi Arabia. Greenwood, who has spent the season on loan with Getafe, looks like he is heading towards a permanent exit from United after Getafe president Angel Torres confirmed the Red Devils are looking to sell him this summer.
The 22-year-old joined Getafe in the summer after he had charges of attempted rape, controlling and coercive behavior and assault dropped 6 months earlier. And the Bradford-born winger has impressed in Spain, scoring 8 goals and registering 6 assists in the league this season.
His efforts have earned him a list of potential suitors, with the likes of Barcelona, Juventus and Atletico Madrid all linked with a move for the star. But Spanish outlet Marca claim that it's a club from the Saudi Pro League that are most likely to win the race for his signature over the European giants.
Read more in FOOTBALLGREEN. Fingers. I hated Fergie. I used to go to his house and rip flowers out of his garden. Standing United. McLaren fires dig at Man United standards and lifts lid on Ratcliffe impact. They report that Saudi clubs are the only ones who will be able to afford to pay Man Utd's asking price this summer, which they say is an eye-watering £51. 7 meters. Barcelona remain in a dire financial situation that would mean a price tag like that would likely leave them out of the race.
While it's said that Juventus and Atletico are also unlikely to fork out such a high price for the winger. Greenwood is believed to be keen on playing for a team fighting for Champions League football, something Saudi teams cannot offer him.
Most read in football. Tragic ex-World Cup and Ajax star survives horror car crash as his brother tragically dies. I feel let down. Footy boss sacked for sleeping with player insists I'm not a criminal. Standing United. McLaren fires dig at Man United standards and lifts lid on Ratcliffe impact. Au revoir. Mbappe confirms exit in emotional video and hints at Real Madrid switch. Other reports have suggested that a number of Premier League clubs are also eyeing the star, which could give the one-time England international a route back into the Champions League. United haven't publicly announced they are willing to sell Greenwood, despite the slew of reports suggesting they are.
Man Utd's top targets for the transfer window and minority owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe even seemed to leave the door open for Greenwood in a recent interview. He said, "We will make a decision, correct? All I can do is talk about the principle of how we will approach decisions like that."
Is he the right type of footballer? Are we happy with if H is a good person or not? H is a Manchester United footballer, so we are in charge of football. So the answer is yeah. We have to make decisions. It's quite clear we have to make a decision.
There is no decision that's been made. H is on loan, obviously, but H is not the only one. We've got 1 or 2 footballers that we have to deal with and we have to make a decision on, so we will do that.
Read more. Sun STORIESHOL. Hell, our holiday caravan stank of poo. Staff let strange man in who tied our dog up. Fight back. Katie Price breaks silence in mucky mansion after star served eviction notice. The process will be Understand the facts, not the hype. Then try and come to a fair decision on the basis of values, which is basically, is he a good guy or not? Could he play sincerely for Manchester United well? Would we be comfortable with it, and would the fans be comfortable with it? Sun Sports verdict on Man United flop seer Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos have a busy summer ahead to get Man UTD squad in order for next season.
Below, Sun Sport gives it verdict on how they should deal with the Red Devils flops this summer. Andre Onana. Stay. After a dodgy start at Old Trafford, Onana has proven to be one of the more reliable members of the squad this season, despite being peppered with shots constantly.
Altay Bayındır, go. Reports in February suggested Bayındır was unhappy with his bit part role at Man United amid interest from Turkish giants Galatasaray. If profit can be made on a sale, then it should be done. Tom Heaton, stay. Veteran goalkeeper Heaton, 38, is a reliable backup and is on a relatively small wage at the club.
So long as he is happy, it makes sense to keep him. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, go. Wan-Bissaka, 26, has never managed to make the right back position his own. With his contract up in 2025, it makes sense to cash in now. Diogo Dalot, stay. Dalot, 26, has been one of Man UTD's most consistent performers this season.
Raphael Varane, go. If it wasn't for his injury record, there would be a strong shout to keep Varane, but costs need to be cut to allow the squad to be freshened up. Harry Maguire, go. Maguire has showed he has the right character to be at Man United, but overall ability and desired profile are another matter, with Maguire too slow to play in a high-line defence.
Lisandro Martinez, stay. Martinez, 26, is second to none in terms of build-up play. He needs a long-term defensive partner on the right side and to cut out the injuries which have plagued him this season.
Johnny Evans, go. Veteran campaigner Evans could easily be on the stay list if he was only going to be a bit part player. But he has shown his advanced years at times this season. Victor Lindelof, go. Lindelof, 29, has been reliable if not unremarkable in his Man United career.
He has 1 year left on his contract, so should be moved on if a decent transfer fee can be got for him. Willy Kambwala, stay. He should be given the opportunity to mature for a few years behind a senior CB pairing before stepping into the first team as a starter or being moved on.
Luke Shaw, go. One of the Premier League's best left-backs when fit, Shaw has been a good servant when available. But alas, that has been his Achilles heel once again this season. Terrell Malaysia, stay. Malaysia, 24, was decent enough to earn some merit in his first season at Man United before injury ended his season and inadvertently led to his second season being a write-off.
Sufyan Amrabat, go. Amrabat, 27, looked like a world beater at the Qatar World Cup with Morocco. But H has had an underwhelming season in England and his loan spell will almost certainly not be made permanent.
Casemiro, go. An alarming physical decline has seen him turn from key star to burden. If a club is willing to buy the 32-year-old, who has 2 more years on his contract, then United should snatch their hand off.
Christian Eriksen, go. Eriksen proved a useful asset and Ineos should look to bring in another player with similar traits, but frankly his legs have looked gone towards the end of this season. Kobbie Mainoo, stay. The first of the so-called untouchables, Mainoo has been a rare glimmer of hope in the Red Devils midfield this season.
Mason Mount, stay. Mount can be given the benefit of the doubt until summer 2025, at least after a debut season riddled with injury. Scott McTominay, stay. McTominay, 27, has proven himself to be a brilliant plan B off the bench this season, and that is exactly why Ineos should look to keep him.
Bruno Fernandes, stay. Man Utd's best player since his arrival just over 4 years ago, Fernandes, 29, remains second to none when it comes to creating chances while his tenacity boosts those around him. Antony, go. There's a case to argue that Antony may be the worst pound-for-pound signing in Premier League history.
Despite some memorable moments, he simply isn't Man United quality. Anthony Martial, go. Ultimately Martial needs to be let go when his deal runs out this summer after an appalling injury record of late. Marcus Rashford, stay. As easy as it would be to say Rashford should leave the club this summer, it is difficult to look at the market and find many available players capable of scoring 30 goals a season.
Alejandro Garnacho, stay. Another third of the untouchables trio, Garnacho has made the right wing his own since coming into it. H is a raw talent but has shown he has the quality to improve. Rasmus Højlund, stay. A slow burner in his first Man United season, the 21-year-old has often been starved of supply, which has led to him being unable to get the goals his movement and unselfish play often merits.
Amad Diallo, stay. In the fleeting moments he has been on the pitch for Man United this season, Diallo has looked dangerous and exciting. He should be given a chance to flourish with some proper chances in the first team across a whole season.